Hello friends. So now we are with Lady Lazarus. Lady Lazarus implies a gentleman Lazarus, isn't it? Then you have got the counterpart of gentleman Lazarus, you have Lady Lazarus. Another point to note is there is an art of dying, then there is art of living. Isn't it? You have heard of art of living. This is about art of dying. And the poem, if you see, the fabula part of the poem. Remember when we were discussing Daddy also, it's a fabula and sushi. Now the fabula part of the poem, we have got 4 parts. Or 4 strings you can say, intertwined. First one is of course the suicide, 30 lines. Second is the big striptease, 33 lines. The third is the Holocaust, and that is you have got 15 lines. And the denouement, or the final resolution, you have 6 lines, thus you have got 84 lines. 28 stanzas. Now, what you find here is, this is the suicide part of the poem, and how the persona is playing hide and seek with death. There are many other protagonists, or you can see characters in literature who encountered death. For example, John Donne, his poem, "Death be not proud," isn't it? Dr. Faustus, when the time came, he wanted to run away from there, but he could not. He was brought under a catch-22 situation. What happened? No other way but to die, because his mental makeup at that point was such. And you have got the Hamlet, philosophical, the dread of something after death, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, etc., etc. So, because in Daddy also I quoted this, that's why I did not want to repeat the whole thing and waste your time. And again you find, what you find is, the gentleman Lazarus, he was a friend of Jesus, he had 2 sisters. The Lady Lazarus, I have no idea how many brothers he had, and he had no friends. She had no friends, no brothers, and about friend we do not know. But Jesus was the friend of gentleman, but not Lady Lazarus. Lady Lazarus, whether she had a friend or not, we have no idea about that. In gentleman Lazarus, the tone is religious, but in Lady Lazarus, the tone is secular. Because in gentleman Lazarus, you have got the agency for resurrection, that is Jesus. And in Lady Lazarus, the agency is Sun, the Sun God. Because Phoenix, assisted by Sun God, or Sun you can say, whether you want to call it God or not, that is up to you. So one is religious, the other one is secular. Gentleman Lazarus, already word had been sent to Jesus that your friend is sick, come and help him. But he said, no, I will not go now. There is some reason for that, and that reason I will tell you later. Same thing here also. Here, there is some reason for that, and what is the reason, etc., that we will see later. Now we will read this. You have got 30 lines, 10 stanzas. See, it's an art of physics, an art physics. I have done it again, 1 year every 10, I manage it. So that is rhythmic. There is some rhythm in encountering that. I have done it again. That means previously she has already done it. And I manage it. Did you see that the word used now? I manage it. Means management requires a lot of deliberation, preparation and all those things. So it's like that. So suicide, as far as I am concerned, it is an art. And then it is something theatrical, as she herself says. Then, and I am a smiling woman. So underline that, very important. Because very often you see critics saying that she was suffering from depression, bouts of depression. That is autobiographical in that way. But we are not talking about, we are separating the person of the poem from the author. As T.S. Eliot has said, it is not an expression of emotion, but an escape from emotion. So somehow the person, the author, wants to escape from that emotion. That is what I think is happening here by presenting a persona before us. So smiling woman, I am only 30. What does that mean? I am only 30. What does that mean? It means I am very young. I have years to live. I am only 30. I am very young. I am very happy. You see? And then I am like a cat. I have 9 times to die. Of course, there is nine times to live. That is the proverb, but this has been inverted. I have 9 times to die. So that means, like you can see, we can see like what do you call a rod, which you cannot see, the end of which you cannot see. So it's a very long period. That's what it says. See, and then next stanza. This is number 3. That one. The last one, so to say, what a trash to annihilate each decade. So it's all about playing with death. So you can see stanza 1, then 8. 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have taken out the suicide stanzas and presented it before you just to show you what actually is in the mind of the persona of the poem. Understand? So he says, nevertheless, I am the same identical woman. What is same identical woman means? With whom she is identifying? Smiling woman. Here you can only see that it's a smiling woman. The first time it happened, I was 10. It was an accident. So there's nothing great about it. At 10 I tried this and it was an accident. And the second time I meant to last out and not come back at all. I rocked shut. So first one I escaped. Second one I did not want to escape. But I told you a critic when we were discussing Daddy said, another had written that she was actually not serious about committing suicide. She wanted to be discovered by somebody. It so happened that the last one, it did not happen. As even crying wolf, So you cry 2-3 times, then what happens? After some time, people will not mind it. So probably like that, she might have met her death, actual death, at the time when she tried it 3rd time, or some people say it is 4th time. Alright, the first time it happened, I was 10. It was an accident. The second time I meant to last it out and not come back at all. I rocked shut. As a seashell, they had to call and pick the worms off me like sticky pearls. That is the description, that is second time what happened. And thus, you cannot say that sticky pearls because the body had not decayed. If the body had decayed, never it will come back, whatever you do. So that is a kind of exaggeration. And dying is an art, like everything else, I do it exceptionally well. So writing poetry is an art. Writing poetry is an art, like everything else, I do it exceptionally well. So it's just like that. So for her it is just playing with death. See, understand that? Not very serious when you go through this. I do it so it feels like hell. I do it so it feels real. I guess you could say I have a call. Call means what? I have a call, maybe that is the call of the destiny to die, to terminate her life. Now when she says, I do it so it feels like hell. What does that mean? And next line she says, compare this. I am a smiling woman, I am only 30. See, I have 9 times to die. And then he says, I do it. So there's a lot of contradiction. Chaotic mind. The mind is a bit confused and chaotic also. Or she is not at all bothered about this, writing this. I once, second time, somebody discovered, now I will do it again. There is plenty of time for me. I am a smiling woman. I am only 30. If people will say, like, I am only 30, there is time for me to say, build up my future. That's the way people will say. But here she says that as if it is her business to commit suicide. She says, I am only 30, I have got 9 times to die. That means she wants to live right up to 90 years or so. So 9 times to die. Then I do it, so I feel like hell. That part, I think that the time, there's a short period, you take sleeping pills and you go. And then till somebody comes and discover you, that time may be feeling like hell. I do it so it feels real. I guess you could say I have a call. Call means that it could be that, or somebody will call me back to life. And then it's early, it is easy enough to die in a cell, it's easy enough to do it and stay put. It is the theatrical. So this is a key word here. This theatrical. What is theatrical means? See, you are dying, so you can see now, in films and so on, the hero dies. Does that mean he dies? No. It is only theatrical. Same thing I would say about this death wish of this persona of the poem. He just wants to create, or the persona or the protagonist of this poem, she wants to create a kind of, what we should say, a situation to attract others. Theatrical. When you say theatrical spectacle, then what happens is that you are attracted towards it, isn't it? Your attention is compulsorily called for. You cannot but attend. See, you find somebody is being stabbed, then what happens? Your attraction is definitely your attention is attracted towards that. So suffering, or it can be the other way also. Why is it that we always think about Hamlet? Because it is theatrical. That way, double theatrical. One theatrical plus you have also a meta-theatrical within that. Meta-theatrical event, that is a players coming and play. Now, theatrical means spectacle. Spectacle means that is meant for attracting others, getting recognition, getting a feeling of immortality and fame. See, gentleman Lazarus would be known to nobody if he had not died and would not have been resurrected by Jesus Christ. But therefore what happened? He died and he spent, we are given to understand that he lived about 3 to 4 days in his grave, and then Jesus came and called him back, and therefore what happens? Wherever the gospel is preached, he has become famous, and his name is mentioned by preachers all over the world. See, the death made him immortal. Same thing here. Attempts, suicide may attempt to die. Finally she says, she confesses, see, I am a smiling woman, I am only 30, what I am doing is only theatrical, that means not real. Understand? And then it says, come back in broad day. That's also very important. So in the means there is not a ghost. Ghosts, they come only during night. Hamlet's father's ghost. So towards the dialogue between the father Hamlet and son Hamlet, King Hamlet and son Prince Hamlet, when the morning is nearing, he takes leave. Adieu, Hamlet, the matin to be near. This time I have to go. Night I am not allowed to walk. Bango's ghost appeared at night. Understand that? And the death of Faustus takes place at night. So this ghost and supernatural things, they take place at night. So here it is just the opposite. Day. So what does that mean? I come back alive. That is during day. I am not dead. That's what she says. Come back in broad day. The same place, the same face, the same brute. Amused shout. So this is the end of the suicide. There is no suicide. she is coming back. She comes back during day. That means she is a living body. She is the same face. He comes back same place. She meets the same brute, same, or maybe she herself calls her a brute, or the other people brute. And then she says, I shout. How can you find, how serious, you can say, is she about her death and her suicide? That's what I am asking. The poem will speak, not other people. So, as a whole, you can see, it is nothing but playing hide and seek with the suicide. So, the first string, or you can say the first part of the fable of the poem that deals with the suicide, and it is a play. Listen. There are other suicides you can see. In Spencer's Fairy King, Cave of Despair, the Red Cross Knight, he has a tremendous time fighting the despair, urges him to commit suicide, and he gives a lot of reasons, euthanasia and all those things. But somehow some agency comes and saves him. So look at that. In this case, there is nothing gloomy about it. She is just like, I am only 30, I have 9 more times to die, and death is a great theatrical. It is dying is an art, and I do it exceptionally well. I am very expert in that. What does that mean? What do you mean to say that the poem as such doesn't say that she is heavily affected by the bouts of depression. The person of the poem. Author, I don't know. Author, we have read that she was affected, she had undergone psychiatric treatment and all those things. But this part of the poem, see, look at this. So I have just presented it before you, for you to read and understand. This is the way I understand it. If I am wrong, you can correct me, or you can criticize me, and you can share your views with me. Alright, I think this is, so you have got drowning, then pills, then gas, and what other things you do not know. So, and for her, it is a play. For her, it is the rhythmic. For her, she is somehow managing. For her, it is a spectacular event for service. A spectacle to attract other people. Now, we will come to, when we will see, we come to the last, the denouement part of it. The final resolution will say, why is she playing this trick? Or you can say, why is she making the suicide attempts to suicide theatrical? Why does she say, I do it so it feels real? I guess you could say I have a God, then I am a smiling woman, only I am 30, and then there is the central that is dying as here. So this is the one. So these 3 lines, you can see. You have got it. Dying is an art like everything else, and I do it exceptionally well. Why? Wait for the answer. Why?